from Desert Plants of Avalon in the north of Ireland. And in today's video, we're talking about black oozing sticky sap from your Trichocereus cacti and why it happens. Now, I just want to mention that I have already made a very detailed video about this, the black oozing pustules on Trichocereus cacti. So I'm going to link that video, the link to that video down below in the video description. So do go over and watch that video after this one. This is just a bit of a recap on why it happens. Now, this is one of my Trichocereus here. This is Trichocereus scopulicola, as you can see there. Disgusting oozing black sticky sap, and there's a lot of past damage on this as well. Now, why does this happen, and why does it seem to be happening a lot this summer? Well, the reason for that is that these Trichocereus cacti, and it's the same with the San Pedro cacti, the Pachanoi, scopulicolas, and all the many different types of Trichocereus cacti, they actually produce alkaloids, and these alkaloids are just under their skin. And any type of stress to this cactus, whether it's high temperatures, too much cold, which these cacti are very cold resistant, but extremes in temperature, or even just a little bang, they've been knocked, you know, when you're moving and things like that, even a change of position, even repotting, even too much, you know, humidity or anything, any type of stress to these type of cacti, these Trichocereus cacti, can cause this black sooty oozing pustules and marks on your Trichocereus. And I grow a lot of different Trichocereus cacti, as you can see, and I've encountered this so many times over the years, and I've never lost one single Trichocereus to it. It just forms into a little white crusty scab. For example, when this one got attacked by mealybug a few years ago, it went completely, you know, I removed the mealybug and then it formed all this black scabby oozing stuff. As you can see, completely hard now, new pups growing from the top. This is also past damage from years ago where they started to ooze this black sootiness when I moved house and got a bit of stress. Again, it just formed into a white crusty scab. And it's completely harmless, other than it's an ugly aesthetic problem, and it's just something that happens when you're growing a lot of these plants, these type of Trichocereus plants anyway. So what has caused mine to have this black oozing sap, and what's caused so many other Trichocereus growers this year to have this oozing sap? Well, I think it has a lot to do with the heat wave. And most of the people who've been saying about their Trichocereus to me happen to be in Europe. And we've had a very warm, sunny summer. Now, I'm here in Northern Ireland, and we've had nowhere near the high heat temperatures that they've had in many parts of Europe, including England. But we've still had a few days of very hot weather. And this polytunnel here reached almost 50 Celsius the one day. And it was boiling in here. These cacti can take extreme high temperatures. I mean, they can, but they're not used to it in my climate. We don't normally get that type of heat here in Ireland. We're used to the rainy, wet, overcast summers. And it stressed them out. And it's the same with many growers in England as well, and in Europe. They may notice that they may be getting this for the first time on their Trichocereus cacti, whereas I've experienced it quite a lot, and they want to know what's happening. But all I can say is, you know, what can you do about it? Well, nothing, just leave it. Plenty of ventilation. If you've got them in greenhouses or polytunnels or anything like that, or in your house, do get plenty of ventilation. Have the door open if you can. The fresh air helps to dry out and heal up these sticky, sooty pustules quicker. And I don't really recommend, there's nothing you really need to do. This is just something that it's down to the alkaloids in the skin, and it's just a stress response. It will heal up. As you can see, these are past ones that, I mean, look at that. This one has been very scabby in the past. Again, that one was a few weeks ago when we had the first bout of the very hot weather, but that's healing up now as well, and it eventually goes sort of white, and the plant carries on growing as normal. So I just wanted to recap why this happens and not to really worry about it. Now, I want to mention, if you're having black oozing sap and it's coming from the very base of your cactus, then that can be an emergency, because that could be a sign that it's root rot and the cactus is rotting. That's a completely different thing. And I'll also link down below to a video on how to treat your cactus from rot if it's down to that. This is a completely different thing. So the reason why I think so many growers are experiencing this year, I think this year, I think it's because we've had a much higher extreme temperatures in many parts of the world this summer than usual. So say, don't worry about it. It should callus over and no problem. Just aesthetic. It doesn't look the most attractive, but your cactus will survive. So I hope you found that useful, guys. And as I say, do check out the other video I made on the pustules and why it happens. It's quite a few years ago now, but I share my experiences in that video. And you'll see some of these same cacti that were in that video that were very sort of oozing a lot of sap. And you can see how they've all healed over now. So that's what happens. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. For lots more growing tips on caring for cacti and succulents, please do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click that notification bell. And for more growing tips on how to care for cacti and succulents, please do check out the many articles and growing tips on my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. I want to wish you all a fantastic cactus powered day.